don't they?
It's pretty nasty, yes. I think it's about as nasty an atmosphere in the Tory party as I remember. And I think it speaks to one of the failings of Boris Johnson's premiership, which is that he left a sort of vacuum of leadership and a vacuum of talent. And actually, I think the candidates, yes, they put forward surprisingly good messages, considering the absence of an alternative agenda, the absence of an alternative vision. I mean, one of the reasons it took so long for Boris to be got rid of was that everybody thought that there's no obvious alternative. I think a lot of Conservatives are worried there's still no obvious alternative.
The sad thing, I think, is that some of these people we just don't get to know. You know, the votes will happen quick, they happen fast, they happen brutally, the cuts are in there, and we're just beginning to hear about people. I mean, I mentioned that man whose name I can't remember there. Well, whoever he was, he might have been quite good, I don't know.
Might have been, but he had no experience, and I think that's probably a bit of a black mark. But it's interesting, we've been talking a little bit about the kingmakers and all of this. Everybody talks endlessly about Nadine Dorries and Jacob Rees-Mogg, the power of the Daily Mail, especially with the membership who will have the final say on the last two. Did the Spectator have a view on who they would like to see, or do you care to make a prediction over which way you think the whole thing's going to go?
We try not to back... We sort of think journalists shouldn't be in the business of kind of backing people, and we try not to get too into that. I mean, it's obvious that Rishi Sunak is the front runner. He's the most organised. He has the most...
Does that make him the most at risk in many ways?
I think so, certainly. And I think the interesting dynamic of the race is that the MPs vote in the first round, and then it goes to a second round, which is the membership. And the membership think very differently, very, very differently to the MPs on a lot of things.